Mm-mm.
That's a really nice bowl you got.
Thank you. I
It's
got
orange?
it. Yeah, it's like red and orange and yellow. There's
That's
some white
dope.
in there. I got it from the Desi store across the street from me.
Oh, I didn't know you had a place across the street from you. That's convenient.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what the laws are around here regarding like paraphernalia, but you can like smoke shops are pretty popular
I
in
mean,
Delco. So
I feel like as long as you just have paraphernalia, you can always be like, I smoke tobacco out of that, you know?
yeah, no. What I mean is like I don't know like
As
they're
far as
clearly
selling?
they're clearly legal to sell.
Yeah.
Like you can literally like it's like they have like smoke shops in the mall where you can get
Right.
like bowls and shit. But you can't. But they existed before weed was legal.
Right.
And weed isn't even like totally legal in Pennsylvania. It's just medical marijuana.
Y'all gotta get on that.
Yeah, we do. I mean, nothing's going to change for me.
I mean, accessibility is really all that changed. Maybe lack of paranoia.
I mean, my shit's pretty accessible.
You did have a time when you were having like you couldn't get a hold of it, like he was on vacation or something.
Yeah. Wait, so I've definitely had some shitty weed men, some shitty drug dealers. The one I have now has been pretty. I've been with him for years.
It's a relationship. It's really a relationship.
Yeah, he's been pretty consistent. He can rely on me to pay him. It
That's
works.
Important. Yeah,
we're synchronous. I remember one time I had this friend, and he had this relative that sold weed. And at the time, I didn't have a weed man, so I'm like, all right, I'll just use your cousin. I just revealed this family relation. Anyway,
I got plenty of cousins that aren't really cousins, so
yeah,
it could be one of those situations.
Right, we are Black people. Everybody's a cousin.
Oh yeah, it's your brother and sister.
Yeah. So, but my friend, he was really like he's being really like evasive about it. Like he didn't want to give me his contact information. I'm like, stop being fucking weird.
Like I'm buying weed. I'm not buying.
I need my fix.
Fucking relax.
Anyway, long story short, he was being evasive for a reason. This was like one of the worst weed dealers I'd ever like used in my life. Like he didn't want to meet me one time because it was raining. Like this is a whole.
Is he old?
He's in his 40s.
Oh,
a whole 40-something-year-old man didn't want to like walk a block in the rain to meet me.
Maybe he was trying to save you. He was like, "You want my weed? I'm gonna make you work for it because you don't really want my weed." No,
I mean I didn't. I think I used him maybe 3 times. I'm like, fuck this guy, and I called my friend up, and I'm like, what's up with your fucking cousin? He's like, I tried to tell you, we're not that close. Like,
yeah. See, he's one of those cousins.
Yeah. Let's talk about drugs.
Yeah, I don't miss. It's always a fun topic of conversation. I don't miss having to like have a dealer. I don't miss having like a weed dealer or like having to like be incognito and try and like buy weed from somebody on the low. It's really nice living in a state where everything's legal and nothing's sketchy.
Having, I still prefer my street shit. I mean, I've been to dispensaries. I've gotten the medical cannabis. I've been to dispensaries in multiple states. I prefer my street weed. I prefer being able to buy as much as I want without being taxed. I miss having access to some weird shit. Like when when I'm not having street weed, that's what I miss. I like I like the social aspect of it. you can't smoke with the guy across from you at Mad Men. You know what I mean?
True.
Like you can't
That's
do
true.
that in the store.
That's true.
Yeah, I prefer.
What?
And in my experience, I've always been able to get stronger shit on the street.
That's interesting because that hasn't been my experience.
You've been buying weed in like Connecticut and Kansas off the street though, right?
Kansas. Never lived.
Wait, where did you live? Oh shit, where'd you live?
It's next door. It's fine. It's all the same. Literally the whole middle of the country is the same damn shit.
Why? Yo, why? Why did I think you lived in Kansas? I knew you. Like, I don't know.
I mean,
this
we drove
whole
through
time.
Kansas. It's fine. It's fine. I knew you knew what you knew.
Like, I know St. Louis is in Missouri, but I also somehow thought you lived in Kansas. Like, I don't know what my brain.
Well, and then there's Kansas City is in Missouri. Like, what is that shit about?
Yeah,
like, that's confusing. Fuck that.
It gets real confusing past that Rocky Mountain line.
Just like any side of the Mississippi, like between the Rocky Mountains and the Mississippi is just a void of nonsense.
Of
and
confusion.
It's all the same. Yeah, it's all flat. It's all farmland. All Trump territory. I did buy weed when I was in Missouri too, and I had to buy it off the street, and that was weird because like I didn't know anybody, and like I went to vet school there, so like those people don't do that shit. I was always like the bad girl, which I'm not, but in comparison to my classmates, they were always like, she's like off the rails. And so that wasn't very good. But Connecticut, Vermont, New Hampshire, New York, Massachusetts. These are all the states I can get a felony in. But nothing. I never really. In Connecticut I had a good spot, but it took a while to find that, and it's hit or miss.
My first experience smoking weed was with you when you came back from Connecticut.
Are you kidding?
You're like, I smoke weed now. And I'm like, well, I guess I also smoke weed.
I thought you smoked weed before.
No.
How am I just finding out about this now?
How am I just finding out that you didn't live in Kansas?
No, you knew that. They're all the same.
Yeah. No, it was with you in your car in the parking lot of what was that building called?
Sage,
appropriate
name for this.
Yeah.
Wow. That wasn't the same day that we went to the movies.
No. I remember it was like a scene from a movie. It was nighttime. You had it was like this tiny little dusty pink.
I still have that. My little bowl.
Yeah.
It's now like orangey brown because it's so burnt up and there's so much resin in it.
Yeah.
It's gnarly.
Yeah.
But it's new.
I had to clean this bowl before I use it today because for the past month I'd been smoking vape because that's what I travel with.
It's a lot easier.
Yeah. Don't double check me at the TSA, please. I hope this doesn't come back to bite me in the ass.
Oh my God, you're gonna be on the no-fly list the next time you go to the airport.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, what the fuck?
Wow, I can't believe the first time you smoked weed was with me. I really had no idea.
You corrupted me. You made me into the monster that I am.
You really are a monster about it now.
No, it's funny. You didn't make me into the monster. My sister did.
Okay.
And it's definitely a situation of the student became the teacher in our situation as well. But no, my sister loves her marijuana and has for a very long time. And it was never something I did, but we started living together. We lived together briefly, and she was there. She liked to share. I like, making people happy. So So that's where that started. Yeah, I've only been smoking weed for like the past
10 years.
Nah, like
It's
the
gotta
past.
be at least. You mean regularly?
Yeah, maybe like 8 years. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you take a break after college?
After college, I didn't smoke because you weren't there.
And why did you? Oh, that's
no,
so
I mean
sweet.
like that wasn't I wasn't a weed smoker. It was just something I did socially when I was with you.
Why did you pick it back up again?
Because I started living with my sister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What did
you teach her since the student became the teacher?
Different techniques, breathing techniques.
Breathing techniques. Okay.
Yeah.
All of a sudden we're talking about yoga.
That's the only time I give a shit about like mindfulness. So I find like the entire process of like I prefer bud to vape or anything else. Yeah, because I find the process of like breaking down the weed and packing the bowl and cleaning the bowl and like I find it all like very like meditative.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's very much a process for me. I have my tools, I have my little setup. So yeah, it's the only time I care about mindfulness.
It can be a very meditative act, especially like rolling a joint. You kind of gotta like pay attention, and
I actually still I cannot do it.
I'm not great at it still.
I had a boyfriend who tried to teach me repeatedly, and I'm just like, you might as well be teaching me like how to throw a football. Like, what the fuck do you want from me right now? Like, what do you?
Yeah, I'm not good at rolling a joint. I do it occasionally, but it's also like too much work.
Yeah, it's
easy to find.
I don't like joints now. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, I'm not like a big like drug person. I like my weed. I like my LSD, and I leave it at that. Do
you remember calling me when you took acid for the first time?
I don't remember calling you specifically, but no, I called so many people. I I felt so social. What did I say?
We were on the phone for over an hour.
Jesus Christ. Oh, were you like on like a camping trip or something?
Yeah, well, I wasn't camping. I was at my friend's Airbnb in the desert, but yeah. Okay. It's pretty much camping. No.
Yeah, that's why I.
Yeah, it kind of like feels like that. Yeah, and you just called me out of the blue, and you don't call me.
I'll call anyone.
Yeah, so I was like, "Oh, this is exciting." Ryan's calling me, and then you were like, I was there for a roller coaster ride. Yeah. It was fucking great.
It's magical. It's fucking incredible. I want it right now. Ooh, I'm getting chills.
You've done it once since then, right? One more time?
No, I've had it multiple times.
I don't have time for that kind of trip. Like, I have to
it
I
is.
Can take edibles.
You got to dedicate a whole
3 hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to dedicate a whole day to an acid trip.
Yeah, I don't have all that.
But when you do have a whole day, it's amazing. It's great until it's over, until the very end. Then it's like, all right, I'm done with this. I want to smoke weed and go to sleep.
Yeah.
But even in that, I prefer that to what I think coming like down off of like heroin would be like.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, totally different.
So I don't, I don't know like the Coke Brittany. I only know like weed Brittany and Adderall Brittany. I don't know like
there's been many hard drug versions of Brittany. God, I hope my mom doesn't hear this. I just took right after her. She's just, I don't know. She's just fun. She's just chasing the dragon. I don't know. What was Adderall Brittany like? What's your opinion of that person? Was that different?
No, I mean you weren't all that different, I'll be honest. I mean I was like more so worried about the intense like amounts of like anxiety and stress that were like, seeping from your pores, because we actually talked a lot during that time. And you were just this like you were like a huge hernia. You were like a huge like fucking ulcer. Like you were just a giant ulcer of a person. Yeah. Like not like not your fault. It was just very
I think that was more circumstantial.
Yeah.
Like the choice of drug at that time was certainly not the best drug that I could have taken to deal with that time in my life. But also was really helpful because I needed to focus. I needed like to stay up. I didn't have time to sleep. My life was insane.
Yeah. I think we both just found grad school incredibly stressful. Both Britt and I are grad school dropouts.
Fuck school.
I'm actually I tell people that often. I'm pretty proud of the fact that I dropped out of grad school.
Yeah.
And people are always like, don't you want to go Bentley? I'm like, no, I don't. No. I don't buy into that anymore.
You put so much work into it, and like this was your dream for so long. Fuck that. Mm-hmm. You can fucking change your dream. There's nothing wrong with changing your path. It doesn't matter how far along you are into it, how much money you put into it. Like, it's gonna suck, but like, it's gonna suck worse if you just keep doing that shit.
Yeah, man. Fuck school.
Fuck school.
We don't need no education.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was a rough time. So I was moving. I dropped out of school. I flunked out of school and then got readmitted, and then I was like, "Fuck you guys! I'm fucking leaving. This is a nightmare." And had to figure out what I wanted to do. Knew I wanted to leave Missouri, so I had to figure out where I wanted to move to. Couldn't really find a job until I moved. Couldn't really find an apartment until I moved. So that's how I ended up moving to LA. But there was a lot going on. And like I was dating someone, and I was trying to make all kinds of money in order to, because I had no idea what the future would hold. So I'm like, I need to make as much money as I can. I was working from 4 or 5 in the morning until 12 or 1 in the afternoon. And then my second job, I would start at 3 in the afternoon and work until 10 or 11 at night. So, and then I was dating someone like in between those hours and moving, packing all of my shit, trying to figure out where I was moving to, trying to figure out what I'm going to do when I move there. It was really stressful. Don't recommend that part. Yeah, it was a lot. And that was between May 5th and I moved on August 2nd.
Yeah.
So I did all of that in that time. It was rough.
Yikes.
Yeah. So that's what I was ulcer.
Did you ever pass out? Yeah.
I accidentally, my ex-boyfriend was doing it, and I was like, okay, like I can't keep up with you, so let's do this. And like I've done drugs before where I can just, and this was true for Adderall too, but probably worse, where I don't really get addicted to it. I know there is some addiction things happening in my brain, but I'm not like, I got to get my next fix. Like the second that I wake up, I'm, like I never have gone down that rabbit hole. But with Adderall, I was like coming down off of that is fucking horrible.
I can imagine.
And then by the time, I get out of it, I'm like, I need to function. I need more of that. Like, so it was circumstantial. But yeah, it was rough.
How much did you love cocaine on a scale of 1 to Tommy Lee?
I feel like I don't know. I don't know. That's hard because it's hard because I didn't love my life at that time. So it's kind of like, was I doing this because I really liked the drug, or was I doing this because I was just miserable? Which is probably some of both. Yeah. That again was another, like, I was just, I wanted to be up all night. I was working a ton. I was burning the candle at both ends, so it's really convenient drug to find. I don't love cocaine. I don't love it.
That's a good message for the kids.
Yeah, it's grinding your teeth and like losing weight. It's a great Adderall too. Great weight loss.
Yeah. Thanks for letting me know.
Don't do it because it's easy. It's too easy to get hooked. But yeah, definitely not a big proponent of cocaine. It was just we had really good coke, and we had really and I rarely bought it, which was also great. So like I didn't have to deal with like $60 for a fucking bag.
Yeah.
I would just be at people's houses and they would have it out and they trusted me. And so they were like, here, you can do it if you want. Because I wasn't also a coke fiend. So I wasn't like, I'm going to do all of your fucking blow and you guys are SOL. So I was just cool about it.
Real cool about their coke.
Do you remember when you called me high on acid and we were talking about how you've never done coke? And so when I die, I really hope you remember this because this is so good.
I feel like I do. I feel like I'm remembering it.
Well, I will inevitably die first. It's just obvious.
You think so?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be dead before you. And I am going to. Obviously, I'll be wearing a leather jacket to my funeral.
Right.
When do I not wear a fucking leather jacket?
Yeah.
And it'll be lined with coke. And when you come to like pray over me, you can just like bend down so that you can get coke and you can finally do coke.
So, I mean, I told you what I like. That's if I make it to 80, like that's what I'm going to do my 80th birthday.
I think that's how that conversation started. I was like, here, I'm going to help you with that. Cause I'll
yeah.
But you can save this for later.
Yeah, no, when I turn, 80, I'm just going to start doing coke because, I mean once you hit 80, once you hit 80, you're like, 80 is like the final boss. You're just playing, all the side quests after that. You're just hanging out, building your fucking settlement and Fallout. You're just...
God. I love that you picked 79 as the ripe age to die. Like, that's just going to be it. Technology is changing so much. Like, we know how to lengthen our telomeres now. Like, what? And you just 79. That's it.
I mean, like I said, if I make it past, it's going to be, that'd be great. I'm just not necessarily expecting to.
Got it.
Yeah.
But you expect to get to 79?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. I've been thinking about that since I turned 30. I didn't expect to live this long, which, given the beginning
of the because of all the cocaine?
Yeah. I don't want anyone to think I'm like this huge cokehead because I think it's just like
how long was that period of time? Like when was that? Well, you don't have to say when, but how long? Yeah.
It was on and off, and it was because it depended on where I was living, and like who I was hanging out with and all of that. So, 5, 6 years.
Oh wow!
Yeah. But it was like I'm not doing drugs every day. I probably wasn't even doing drugs. Well, I was smoking weed every week, but I was drinking every day. But I wasn't doing hard drugs every day. I think that's called an addiction.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't do all of that.
Yeah.
I'm working 70 hours during all of this, and I was very much I've always been a functional addict and alcoholic.
Yeah.
Looks like normal from the outside. I just look like I like to party. Which I do.
Yeah, I mean, is Coke still on the menu?
Yeah, I did a couple months ago. Yeah, when the time is right, why not?
When the moon is full.
It's kind of like
and the dew is on the grass.
You're so fucking high. I love it. Just getting poetic. It's kind of like me smoking a cigar. Like I have to be in the mood for it. The circumstances just have to be all right.
I like how you think that those things are equal on the scale.
Yeah,
that you can.
Tobacco is also a drug. Also a horrible addiction. It's just more.
Yeah, I don't know if I told you this, but I quit smoking.
You quit? Yeah, I get it.
I quit smoking. I was a smoker for about, I want to say, 5-ish, 6-ish years, maybe around that time.
Were you smoking every day?
Cigarettes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, no. If you smoke cigarettes, you smoke cigarettes every day.
No, I don't. I never have. I've never been a daily.
You're like a social smoker.
Not even, because I will like just be in my car and I'll be like, I'm bored, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette, or I'm nauseous, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette, or I'm drunk, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. But like,
you smoke cigarettes when you're nauseous?
Yeah, they help my nausea so much. They're
really
great for anxiety. Yeah, don't use that. It's
no.
Not do. Don't do
Yeah.
Adderall for weight loss. Don't smoke cigarettes for nausea.
For anything.
When my anxiety would get really bad, I would smoke cigarettes in the morning.
Yeah. So I quit. I quit smoking because I have high blood pressure.
Right.
And I'm like, well, shit. Also, it was staining my teeth.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and also it was just like I had reached a point where I didn't actually enjoy them anymore.
Yeah.
And I was just like doing it out of the
habit.
the habit, the muscle memory.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, yeah, I gotta quit. And when I quit, you know me. So I kind of have the type of personality where it's kind of like the inverse of Brittany, where it's like I'll get really into something for a brief period of time, where I'll be like every day I'm doing this thing multiple times a day. You know what I mean? Like, so I got into cigarettes real heavy. I was never like a pack a day smoker or anything like that, but I smoked too much, and just like they were making me feel sick, so I just quit. I quit them cold turkey, and I started taking my blood pressure medication. And
here we are. How's it going? Was it hard?
Quitting smoking?
Yeah.
Not once I like committed to quitting.
Yeah.
Every now and then I'll crave a cigarette. Just cold turkey. Yeah. I like every now and then I'll crave a cigarette, but then I'll be like, maybe I'm just thirsty. I don't know. Like,
it really is like. There are times when I'm like, I really want this, and I'm like, is that what I really want? Or like what? Like my brain's just trying to be like, we need something up here.
Yeah, no, some stimulation.
Out. Like, yeah. I definitely have an oral stimulation issue. And that's all of the drugs.
Yeah. My oral fixation has caused me so many problems in my life.
You need to charge more. Money solves everything.
When I was a kid, I'm sure most people have a swallowing coin story, but mine is directly related to the fact you never swallowed a coin when you were a kid.
I don't think so.
I feel like most people have.
That's fine. I feel like, that is true.
Right. I mean, do you know people who have?
No.
Oh, okay.
I feel like I know more people that put things in their nose.
Okay. Well, maybe I'm wrong. So I swallowed, I used to like the way that pennies tasted, like certain pennies. Like they had this sort of, again, I don't know how to describe it, like this like sort of
metallic,
sour ting. Like,
do you have a blood fetish?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm not like a fan of seeing it or anything. Well, I mean, like I don't want to be around it.
Suck someone's blood. Are you Army Hammer?
Who's that? So
You don't know who
so
Army
let me,
Hammer is?
let
Okay,
me
I'm sorry. Okay, ADHD. Yes, continue your story.
what was I talking about?
You were going to tell me about how you were eating pennies.
Oh yeah, so that's how that's directly related to how I swallowed a penny. Directly related to how I ended up in the ER with a plastic straw lodged into my tonsil. Uh, that was painful as fuck. I think how old was I? I think I was in first grade. I was like 6.
Did you shove it? I remember you telling me the story, but I don't remember the specifics. You shoved the straw down there?
No, I was chewing on the straw, and I'm not exactly sure how this person is related to me, so I'll just call him a cousin. My cousin's girlfriend walked past and pushed the.
What a bitch!
Yeah. No, she didn't do it on purpose.
Oh, okay. You know how people used to do fucked up shit like that?
Oh yeah, no. I remember as a kid, adults being really mean to me. Like a lot of it, maybe most of the adults I encountered in my life as a child, I remember just being really mean to me. I don't know if that's a universal experience, but I remember as a kid just thinking adults are real pieces of shit, you know?
Like how? Just shoving straws and making
just being just being mean, just being nasty to me, or
critical. You stupid fat slob?
No,
shit like that?
You don't know, you've never met just a nasty person who speaks to you
but there's I've met so many that I don't know what specifically you're referring to.
Maybe this is a cultural language divide.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, so those are just some stories of how my oral fixation has led to my demise. The end.
It's fantastic. Pennies. I
don't know who Armie Hammer is. No, I don't.
Oh, okay. So I can't believe aren't you on Twitter?
I don't know. I'm not
Twitter anymore?
No, I don't. I also don't watch TV if this person is an actor.
TV. He is an actor, but he's in movies, as far as I know. He was in an Oscar-nominated movie a couple of years ago. He got doxxed. He got outed by an ex, or maybe it was a current girlfriend, lover. I'm going to get the specifics wrong, but he likes to bite people, make them bleed, whatever. He has a blood fetish, and so she was like, "This is traumatizing. You shouldn't be doing this." He thought it was consensual and okay. Apparently, he was also abusive. All kinds of fun stuff. And then I think other people came forward afterwards, he's definitely into this.
And this is the reason why I should know this person?
My connection was, it was just a joke because I thought you knew who Armie Hammer was. My connection was that pennies taste like blood, they have that metallic taste, and your blood also has a metallic taste because it has heme on it.
Yeah.
And so I just, I didn't know if the penny fetish evolved.
Oh, all right. No, when I go to get blood taken and stuff like that, I definitely watch. I know a lot of people are squeamish about it, but I watch the entire process. I not I enjoy but I'm I find it very interesting how the needle goes in and then it's an interesting thing to watch. It's painful, but it's
someone's putting a metal pokey thing with a hole in it in your arm and sucking fluids out, and you just walk around with these fluids in your body all the time. Yeah, no, it fucking blows my mind.
It's pretty cool. I mean, I don't know, but I'm not into being around it or anything like that.
I didn't know if you do have bodies hanging in the background, so I didn't know if you were in. No, I'm kidding. I'm just trying to mess with you because you're high. It's not working. You're too smart for me. Reasons. I gotta go back to something. Reasons why you will live longer than me. I fell down a flight of stairs this week.
Holy shit! So before you tell your story, I live with a constant fear of falling.
Yeah.
Like every time I stand up, I think I'm going to fall. I am so terrified. Like, that's why I hate walking. I think with every step, talk about the human ulcer, with every step of every day of my life, I am afraid that I'm just going to fall.
Is it because you're so tall? Like, it's scary from up high?
I think that so here's the thing. I didn't learn how to walk until I was 2. And I've always had like a complex
what were you
about
waiting
it.
For?
I don't know.
You're just crawling around?
I don't know. I have no idea. But I've always had a complex about it. And so in my mind, I never learned how to walk. Like I was never taught how to walk. And so I'm constantly afraid that because I've never actually learned how to walk, that I'm just going to fall over. Like I'm not doing it right.
Oh my God.
I'm not doing walking right.
I don't know that we are walking properly. Like, look at our posture. Not you and me, but like humans. Like we're fucked up. But also we made this up. Like someone decided, oh, let's just stand on 2 of these instead of 4.
Yeah. We need these top 2
these top 2
to get up there.
So yeah, I don't think anyone really knows how to walk properly. People who don't put their heels down all the way until they're ready to take the next step, I'm convinced they're like serial killers or psychopaths in some way. Like, why aren't your heels on the ground? Don't you need that? Do you know what I mean?
Like people who walk on the balls of their feet?
Yeah, but like their heels will touch for a second, but then they pop right back up. And I'm like, no, leave your fucking heels on the ground. Like, I get really obsessed about that.
No.
Pay attention to the way people walk. Because the second I see it, I'm like, no, I don't trust you.
I don't trust myself. I don't
trust myself either.
So how did you fall?
The good old socks on a hardwood floor. I was at a client's house, and I try to be I don't wear shoes in my own house. I don't expect people to have me wear shoes in their house. And I went upstairs, check on their cats, and luckily they had a landing. Otherwise, I think I would have gone down the entire flight of stairs. But I only went down 4.
Oh, that's good.
My ass caught me, so I can't really sit well.
Badass. That is a
nice fat ass.
Nice fat ass.
I don't think I broke anything. I could have easily broken my arm because my arm.
Oh.
Yeah, it's got a nice shiner on it.
I think you should get that checked out.
I could have so easily snapped my arm in half, but I didn't. And I could have broken my fingers because I somehow landed on my chin.
Are you gonna see anybody like that?
Nah. That was Tuesday. It's Friday. I'm fine. I put ice on it. It's fine.
All right.
I can't like roll on one side, so getting in and out of bed is a challenge because I have to sleep on one side, but I can't roll out of bed onto the other side to get out. Anyway, I'm just bruised really, really, really badly. Like this is one of the worst bruises I've ever gotten. So
are you going to sue the family?
No, it's not their fault at all.
For having particularly smooth floors.
Your floors are too clean. Their stairs are weird. Like one of them, when I looked at them afterwards, and this could have been after my butt damage, like one of them's like dented in. So I don't know if that was me in my butt or it was like there's like a little chip taken out of it. There's also a chip taken out of my ass. Right at the top of my crack. I now have a longer crack than I did before.
Oh,
I don't enjoy it. I hope it goes away. But yeah, so that's why you're gonna live longer between my drug use and my mobility. I told my friends to buy me Life Alert, and they were like, "I'm gonna get you a shower chair."
Oh,
because I slept in the shower a couple months ago.
Oh gosh.
You're afraid of falling, but I'm the one that's actually falling.
Oh my God! If I fell as much as you did, I wouldn't be able. No, I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't be able to. Nah.
You'd just be going around on like a skateboard, like on your
I'd
belly.
be in a fucking chair. No, I couldn't. I would not be able. My anxiety. No, if my fear of falling actually came to fruition that often, I wouldn't be able to do it. Like I would not be able to function. Oh my God.
Oh my God. I trip all the time too, but that's like I don't get close to falling on my face. I just trip. It's unfortunate because it's always out in public, and I don't care about that. But I'm laughing at myself, and then I'm like, I really want someone else to be here laughing with me. Like, can I see a stranger that's laughing at me and with me so we can laugh together? Because right now I just look insane.
No,
so I don't like tripping.
I don't like tripping because that means I might fall. Like,
yeah, no, I get it.
Every time I trip, I'm like, my life flashes before my eyes every time I trip. Every single time. As
I was falling, so I did like a full like banana split. Like my legs went in the air. Like I fell on my ass. I remember thinking when I was up in the air, well, this is it. There's like nothing you can do.
I guess you're wondering how I got
falling. Here. This is it. Like there's nothing. I'm completely out of control.
Jeez, oh my God. I would have had a fucking heart attack. I would have survived the fall and died of a heart attack. Oh my God, my fucking anxiety. The anxiety of someone having to come help me because I fell down the stairs and oh my God. I wouldn't even call 911. Like the owner would fucking find me and I'd just be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
I think about that like when I go in my car, if I get into an accident, like how are the EMTs going to find me? Like, what are my underwear looking like today? Like, like those are the things that I think about. But the shower thing is an issue because you're naked. Like, you're the most vulnerable. If you can't move and you just have to shout from your shower or your bathtub, I'm just not. It's just not.
So, speaking of your shower chair, I have always wanted, and I think one day I will because I can and why not? I've always wanted those, remember those infomercials of the sit-in showers for I want one of those so fucking bad.
I'll get you a Lark too while I'm at it. What's those electric scooters. They're fucking cruising down the sidewalk.
Oh yeah.
They got like 4-wheel drive or something.
They're so fast.
yeah.
They're so fast.
Unnecessary.
I want one of those little little scooter johns you sit in.
Isn't that the same thing?
Is it? You might be right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Like the basket in the front. It looks like a moped, but like for older people. Yeah. Yeah. Like less cool, less European.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll trick it out though, so it looks like a moped.
You gonna put streamers on it?
I'll put
some glitter,
on some chrome.
I like it.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna be like when I'm old.
Apparently, you're just gonna be on drugs.
I want to.
Are there any drugs you don't want to try?
Yeah, I'm never trying coke. I'm never
until you're 80.
Trying heroin. Yeah, until I'm 80.
Okay, so age aside, so you turned 80. Are you doing everything?
No, just coke.
Okay.
Yeah, I still want to be beautiful. I'm not gonna
all right.
Get on the fentanyls and the
methamphetamines. No. There was there was some bad coke going around last weekend in the comedy scene. Apparently in the city. Oh, you don't have Twitter and you heard about this. I don't understand.
Yeah.
How do you get? Where are you getting your news? What are you reading? Reddit?
I'm gonna let it.
This has been a mystery to me my entire life. You're always on your phone. You're not texting people, but then you always are like, I don't go on Instagram. I don't you have these things, but you don't use them. So you can't. I don't like TikTok. I don't go on Twitter. I just watch long form YouTube videos. And I'm like, I don't understand
I
how
hate
this woman
TikTok.
understand, like, you know more about social media or so like cultural things than I do,
I
and
do my
I'm glued
research.
to my phone. I'm just gonna die of not knowing.
I do my research.
Oh my God.
I hate TikTok so much. I think that TikTok has stained our civilization. I think
That was it. It wasn't like any of the other numerous things that I can mention. It was TikTok. TikTok did us in.
I think that when we're being studied in 150 years,
TikTok's going to be the one that they're like, and then we had the TikTok era.
It's going to be, they're going to talk about it in like arts classes and media classes about just the vapid undo, like, you know, like it's so bad.
But did it not exist already?
But it brings out the worst, and it showcases it in such like digestible pieces that it's nauseating.
Humans have been doing that forever,
but TikTok like has like condensed it and like embodied all of that on one like platform. It is from
China. I'm kidding.
Holy shit!
I mean, they're really leading.
Holy shit!
They're really leading everything.
I was in Mexico and I was at a jewelry store. It's a long story, and the Mexican jeweler, made like a little snide remark about how like China has inched its way into like the gem market, especially like gems that come like directly from Mexico.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
I mean, you can hate the game too.
Oh,
the game is.
I did. That is what I said. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Oh, you can hate the player too.
Okay, so also hate China.
No, I mean, listen, don't.
I'm trying to understand what the fuck.
This isn't. Jesus Christ.
This is all satirical. You know what? Yeah, it's just everything is satire. Nothing's made up. Everything's made up. Nothing is real.
Have you seen the trailer for the new Matrix movie?
I did.
What are your feelings?
Last night during the game. They just shut down whenever I hear sports.
What the fuck? Throw this pigskin around. Let's toss this thing around. Let's run up and down this green shit.
We're not gay. No, we're not gay. We just have tight pants on. We like to hug each other. We like to be really close.
We look cool. We love Gatorade. We love
I like
face
slapping
paint.
each other on our ass.
We love $500,000 rings. We love that shit. We love it. So we love CTE. We love fucking abusing our wives and girlfriends. We love that shit.
We love making bad rap music.
We love that shit. I don't know who you're talking about, but we love it.
It doesn't matter. Deion Sanders has and I think Levon Bell has they both have rap albums.
All right. I know who those people are. I know who those people are.
Yeah, see?
I don't know who those people are.
Oh. Anyway, we were saying something.
I know one football player. I can name. I know
Tom Brady.
two. Oh, I had three. I know three football players.
Who are your football players?
I know Tom Brady.
Yeah.
I know that because he's married to Giselle Bundchen.
But why? Like, why is that? How you know him? I mean, obviously you're not going to know him from football, but like, why are you into Victoria's Secret models?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I used to watch the shows when I was a kid.
Okay.
With my mom. I know Michael Vick for
because he beats
obvious
dogs?
reasons. Well, and then he played
for the Eagles.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if he still plays for the Eagles, but
no,
he did. And I know Odell Beckham Jr. because he was racially and sexually profiled by Lena Dunham, who I hate.
I don't like her either. I didn't
Yeah.
realize that she racially, sexually profiled him. I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
All right. I'm going to have to look that one up.
it's this whole long story. I'm not going to go into it. It's not that important. It happened a long time ago. But yeah, I mean, I'm cruising. I'm chilling.
You really are.
I go through life. I try my best. You know.
Dropping knowledge right here.
And I want you all to do the same.
Go through life, cruising, doing your best.
Yeah.
That's all we can do.
That's all.
Don't become a walking ulcer. Either because of walking or just because of your life. Just don't become a walking ulcer.
Yeah. And if you are,
don't take Adderall.
Don't take Adderall and don't smoke cigarettes. You know?
No.
Just take a walk and breathe. Good night, everybody.
Oh my gosh.